Do a progressive breath, lengthening. So inhale for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 6, inhale 6, exhale 8, inhale 8, exhale 10. You get the idea. Don't go to the point of where it's uncomfortable. Challenging is fine, but you don't want to be uncomfortable. So in the Bhagavad Gita, specifically what Krishna was telling Arjuna is you have a right to perform your prescribed duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your actions. Never consider yourself to be the cause of the results of your activities, nor be attached to inaction. So he's saying, do your duty, but don't concern yourself with the results. It's a major challenge. I know you've all done your duty. Krishna also taught that the fruits of your actions are not for your enjoyment, that it's our human duty to perform the actions. So we don't need to be the enjoyer of the results. We're offering the results up to the pleasure of others, to the pleasure of the planet, to the pleasure of God. That our duty is to serve selflessly. And that while we're doing our duties, to not do it pridefully, just do it to serve. But just because we're not attached to the results doesn't mean you don't have to do the work. So inaction is never the answer. Hands in prayer. Let's chant the Gayatri this morning. Great chant for the beginnings of new ventures. So we'll do it call and response one time and then 3 times all together. So starting with an Om, hold your vision clearly. Om. Call and response. Om Bor Bhuva Suva Tat Savitur Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dahimahi Diyoyona Prachodayat. And we'll chant it in unison 3 times. Om Bhur Bhuva Suva Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dahimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhur Bhuva Suva Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dahimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat. Once more. Om Bhur Bhuva Suva Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dahimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat. One Om, deep breath. Oh. Good. All right. Let's make little wrist circles. And then circle them the other way. Good. Interlace your fingers. You're going to make little infinity figure eights kind of close to your nose so that you're really using the wrists more than the forearms. And then go the other way. Go back the other way. And once more the other way. This is all of the hand wringing that you're allowed to do today. Okay, after this, shake it out. Okay, child's pose. Come on back to your mat and press back to child's pose. Walk your hands over to the right and press out through the left side of your rib cage. Walk your hands through center to the left and then press out through the other side of the rib cage. Good. Back to center, press yourself up, and you're going to come on down to your back, okay? So just come on down and hug your knees. Rock side to side. And then left ankle over the right ankle. Hold on to your kneecaps and make big clockwise circles. Good. And then right ankle over left, counterclockwise circles. And then either happy baby or lazy happy baby. So either holding on to the outside edges of the feet so that the soles of the feet face the ceiling. But if this is hard to keep your head on the floor while doing this, just turn the toes out, bring your shin somewhat parallel to the floor. Okay, this is lazy happy baby. Both are awesome, okay? Now we'll just play with the breath. Uddiyana Bandha, take an inhale, press all the breath out the mouth. Empty of breath, navel in, bring your chin towards your heart. And you're gonna stay with this. I trust you to go with your own rhythm. You'll press the breath out, draw the navel in, and maybe tuck the chin towards your heart. So you're also engaging Jalandhara Bandha, the throat seal. The three main bandhas, Uddiyana Bandha, corresponding to the navel or the diaphragm, Jalandhara Bandha, the throat, Mula Bandha at the core, at the root. Just keep your head down. Do a couple more. Press the breath out, draw the navel in. And if you're bringing the chin towards the heart, you keep your head on the floor. You're just tilting the chin down and restricting that area. You're restricting the energetic flow and the breath simultaneously. Last one. And then hug your knees, hug both knees. Keep the knees really close to your heart. Take them to the floor on the left. Hold them down with the left hand. Reach your right arm back. Maybe you look over the right shoulder. Maybe you can spread your back out. But if your right arm is just floating, bring the right hand to the thighs. Now come through center. Keep the knees close to the heart and go right to the other side. Breathe. Good. Come back to center. Feet on the floor. Interlace your hands behind your head. And just with your breath, inhale lots of space between the low back and the floor. Keep the head down, keep the seat down. Exhale, round the low back down so that there's no space between the low back and the floor. And stay with us. Inhale, lots of space. Exhale, no space. And keep going. Inhale, lots of space. Exhale, no space. And then as you inhale, start to, without changing the body shape very much, press the elbows down. Maybe the shoulders lift a little bit. And on the exhale, round the low back down, lift your elbows up. Maybe look towards your knees. Inhale, lots of space, press the elbows down. Exhale, lift the elbows. And then over time, when you inhale, start to look towards the floor above your head. So take the shoulders off of the floor, lots of space. And as you round down, exhale, do lift your head up. Lift the elbows, not yanking on your head, just lifting the elbows. And then come on back down and keep going. Inhale, lots of space. Exhale, no space. And then just start to come up higher. But when you come down, really press the elbows down. Try and look at the floor above your head. You probably can't see it, but just try. Don't be attached, just try. Two more, just like this. Okay, next time you come up, you're gonna stay up, reach your arms forward, look towards your knees or through the legs. You're gonna take 10 pulses straight forward. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come on down. Hug your knees. Okay, now you're either going to, so check out which is better for you. Either to take your feet straight up, bring your legs into a wide straddle and turn the heels up and the toes down. Or if this doesn't feel right, come into more of a frog shape. So your shins are parallel to the floor and the toes are turned up. So check it out, either straddle or frog. Okay. And we're going to do some core, and you're either going to choose straddle or frog. So decide now which you're committing to. And then take your legs straight up, cross left ankle over the right, interlace the hands behind the head. So with the left ankle over the right, you're going to lift up and to the left, but to the left so that both shoulder blades are off of the floor. So it's not extreme to the left. It's just kind of up and bare lefting. You know, bare left, right, frog. You're just going to bare left. Okay. So start, interlace the hands behind the head, left ankle over right. Inhale, hold the breath, round the low back down, lift the heart up, bare left, lift the tailbone higher. Press the breath out, draw the navel in. Inhale, back down, straddle or frog. Hold the breath, round the low back down, lift the heart, lift the tailbone, press the breath out, draw the navel in. Inhale down, neutral spine, hold the breath, right ankle over left. Squeeze the legs together, inhale, hold the breath, lift up and to the right, press the breath out, pull the belly in, lift the tailbone higher. Good. Inhale, straddle or frog, neutral spine, hold the breath, low back down, lift the heart, curl the tailbone up, press the breath out, draw the navel in. Inhale down, neutral spine, left ankle over right. Hold the breath, low back down, lift the heart, bare left, squeeze the legs, lift the tail, press the breath out, pull the belly in. Inhale down, straddle or frog. Hold the breath, low back down, lift the heart, curl the tailbone up, look forward, press the breath out, pull the belly in, lift the tailbone higher. Good. Inhale down, right ankle over left. Hold the breath, low back down, lift the heart, go to the right, press the breath out, lift the tailbone higher, pull the belly in. Good. Inhale, straddle or frog. Hold the breath, low back down, lift the heart, lift the tail, press the breath out, pull the belly in, curl the pubic bone towards the belly button. Inhale down, left ankle over right. Hold the breath, low back down, lift the heart, go left, press the breath out, both shoulder blades off the floor, pull the belly in. Inhale, straddle or frog, hold the breath, low back down, lift the heart, lift the tail, press the breath out, draw the navel in. Inhale down, right ankle over left. Hold the breath, low back down, lift the heart, go to the right, press the breath out, both shoulder blades up, lift the tailbone, pull the belly in. Last one, straddle or frog. Hold the breath, low back down, Lift the heart, curl the tailbone up, press the breath out, pull the belly in, stay here, reach your arms forward. Okay, now neutral breath, 10 pulses straight forward, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your head down, take your hands to your outer legs. Use your arms to bring your legs together. Give yourself a good squeeze. And then send your legs down the mat. Reach your fingers overhead. Try and get your heels and your fingertips as far from each other as you can. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then let it go. No efforting. Let the belly settle. Imagine it's a lake, just a lake between the low ribs and the hip points. And just lay here and let that lake get completely smooth, no ripples. Good. All right, hug your knees again. One ankle over the other. You're gonna start to roll forward and back on your spine. Just stay here. See if you can get each vertebrae, of course, excluding the neck, to your mat. Go slow. 3 more. And then we're gonna meet in down dog. Take your time. And then you'll bring your feet down and your hands down and step on back. Pedal your heels, do all the things you like to do to get comfortable in your down dog. And then little baby steps on up to the top of the mat. Once you get here, take opposite elbows and just rock forward and back, heels, toes, heels, toes. Reverse swan dive. Inhale the arms up. Good. Exhale, hands to your heart. Lift your toes, bouncy knees. Good. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, swan dive fold. Hands to shins. Inhale, look at the floor. Fingertips down, right foot back. Look forward, high lunge. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down, steps back, down dog. Inhale, plank. Knees down, elbows in, heart and chin. Low cobra. Heart down. Go through child's pose. Tuck the toes. Down dog. Inhale the right heel up and back. Exhale the foot between the thumbs. Fingertips. Rise up. Good. Palms face each other. We're going to come into standing split. So fingertips down, left heel to the sky. Look towards the room behind you. Maybe take your right hand to the right calf. Shake your head no. Good. Both feet to the mat. Take opposite elbows and rock side to side. Just let your head be heavy. And then reverse swan dive. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good. Inhale the arms up. Swan dive fold. Inhale, hands to shins, look at the floor. Exhale, fingertips down, left foot back. Maybe get your right foot a little more forward. Rise on up, high lunge. Turn your heart to the right, left fingers forward, both thumbs up, palms face the right side of the room. Good. Look forward, inhale up, hands down, step back, down dog. Inhale, plank, knees down, elbows in, heart and chin. Low cobra, tops of the feet on the floor. Heart down, go through child's pose. Tuck the toes. Adho Mukha, down dog. Inhale, left heel to the back wall. Exhale the foot between the thumbs. Come onto your fingertips. Rise on up. Turn your heart to the left. Right fingers forward, left fingers back. Palms face the left side of the room. Good. Look forward. Inhale, high lunge. Standing splits, fingertips down, right heel to the sky. Keep the left knee unlocked. Maybe left hand comes to the left calf. This time, easy twist. Right foot to the back of the mat, left hand to the sky. On your next exhale, hand down, step back, down dog. Inhale, plank. Knees down, elbows in, heart and chin. Low cobra, tops of the feet on the floor. Heart down, go through child's pose. Tuck the toes, down dog. Inhale, right heel to the back wall. Exhale the foot between the thumbs. Easy twist, right hand up. Good. Now forward fold. Take the right hand down, step forward. Opposite elbows or the first two fingers of each hand to the big toes. Lift the heart and fold. Keep the knees unlocked. Look towards the room behind you. If you're holding your toes, draw the elbows away from each other. Okay, release whatever you're holding. Bend the knees, sweep the floor. Utkatasana. Exhale, sit down, lift your toes. Inhale, offer it up. Exhale, hands through center fold. Hands to shins. Inhale, look at the floor. Exhale, fingers down, right foot back, right heel down. Don't come up yet. Look forward. Get your left foot a little bit to the left and kick that right heel, even though it's down, a little bit back. Then reach the arms forward. Rise up. Good. Turn towards the left side of the room. Right fingers forward, left hand back. Squiggle your feet around. Make this work. Look forward. Inhale up. Exhale. Interlace the hands behind you. Humble warrior. Lift the heart. Fold inside the knee. Look towards your right heel. Lick your lips and go. Do that 2 more times. Maybe ungrip your toes. Beautiful. Slowly release the hands with control. Rise back up. Warrior 1. Take your time. Hands down. Down dog. Adho Mukha. All together. Inhale, plank. Knees down. Hug your elbows in. Heart and chin. Low cobra. Heart down. Go through child's pose. Tuck the toes. Adho Mukha. Down dog. Inhale, right heel to the back wall. Exhale the foot between the thumbs. Left heel down. Come onto your fingertips. Don't come up yet. Make sure your right foot's to the right. Kick your left heel a little bit out so your hips can really square forward. Rise up now. Beautiful. Left fingers forward, right fingers back. Palms face the blue wall. Adjust the feet, little micro adjustments so this makes sense and you feel supported. Look forward. Inhale up. Exhale. Interlace. Walk your fingers over to the other interlace. Lift the heart. Inhale. Fold inside the knee. Look towards your left heel. Pick the toes up and put them back down. Adjust the foundation. And then 3 times on your own. You cannot open your hips if you're clenching your jaw, so loosen it up. Okay, we're headed back ultimately again to down dog. Take your time. Release the hands slowly. Rise up. Warrior 1. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Step back. Adho Mukha. Vasisthasana. Come onto the outside edge of the right foot. Stack the left foot on top or place it on the mat in front. Left fingers to the sky. Stay here, or maybe the top leg wants to come into a tree pose variation. And then you could take the left arm over the ear, palm facing down. Breathe. Good. Both hands down, down dog. Stay in down dog or take child's pose or optional. Inhale, plank. Knees down, elbows in, heart and chin. Low cobra. Go through child's pose. We meet in down dog. And then Vasisthasana on the other side. So roll onto the outside edge of the left foot. Right foot is on top or in front. Right fingertips up. Stay as you are, or take the top leg into a tree pose variation. For Kasana Vasisthasana, taking the arm over the ear, palm facing down. None of this is important. I'm just trying to distract you. All you got to do is breathe, okay? Both hands down, down dog. Child's pose or inhale plank, knees, chest, chin, or possibly chaturanga. Open the heart forward through child's pose or right back to down dog. And then walk your feet on up to the top of the mat. Once you get there, opposite elbows or big toes, or maybe slide your hands palm up underneath the feet. Lift the heart, lower the seat. Inhale, fold. Stay as you are. Breathe. Set your hands free. We're gonna roll up this time. So just let the arms hang, bend the knees, and then roll on up. Roll the shoulders back and down. Okay, and now mountain pose. Hands by your sides. Close your eyes. Press up through the crown of your head. Think about the surface of the soles of your feet. 4 corners. So the balls of your feet, the inside and the outside edges, those are the top two corners, and then the inside and outside edges of the heels, the back two corners. Get all four corners of each foot pressing equally down. Get hands to your heart. Now, heel toe the feet together so the inner ankles and inner knees are touching. Sweep the floor, Utkatasana. Exhale, sit way down. And then hands in prayer, take the left elbow outside of the right knee. Turn your heart towards your thumbs. Sit down more. Keep turning, heart towards thumbs. Notice the left knee probably wants to creep forward. Pull it back, squeeze the knees together. Sit down more. Try and really turn your heart towards your thumbs. Sit down a little more. Good, fold. We're gonna go right to the other side. Bend the knees, sweep the floor. Utkatasana, sit way down. Inhale, hands in prayer, twist. Right elbow outside of the knee. Heart towards thumbs. Lower your seat more. Pull the right knee back. It wants to creep forward. Heart towards thumbs, thumbs towards heart. Sit down more. Line up your chin with your thumbs. Good, fold. Separate your feet as wide as the mat. Turn the pinky toes to the edges of the mat. Come on down, Malasana, garland pose. Come on down. You're gonna stay here, pretend there's something on the crown of your head and press up, or take a twist. Or if it's part of your practice, you can bring the hands down, lift the seat, reach the chin and the gaze forward. Maybe one foot wants to come up, maybe 2 feet want to come up. Whatever seems like the reasonable choice for you, right? The second. If you want to wrap and bind, you would take an arm down, the other one goes up, and then the hand that's down, you turn that palm backwards and then wrap and binds around the knee, squeezing the leg in towards the rib cage. So do what's appropriate for you, right? The second, which might be have a sip of tea or take child's pose, okay? Hydrate asana, very important. Okay, when you're done, we're going to come on down for child's pose. So come on down whenever it's time, sinking down, taking refuge in the mat, refuge in the teachings. Take your hands back by your heels, place the left side of your face on the mat. Go to the other side. So is one side a little more challenging than the other? If not, do each side again. But if one side is more challenging, either go back to that side or stay on that side. Okay, forehead to center, slide the hands forward. Inhale up to all fours, tuck the toes, down dog. Then walk your feet on up to the top of the mat. If you have a block for this forward fold, grab your block and bring it behind the calves. Draw yourself in. This is the purpose of a forward fold, is to turn in, not to get closer to the floor. Maybe bring the weight a little more into the balls of the feet. Stay here. Good. Move the block aside. Bend the knees, roll it up. Roll the shoulders back and down. Good. Okay. Tree pose and a variation. So spread the right toes. You can just kind of drag them on your mat. And then left heel to inner ankle, inner knee, or inner thigh. Only if the foot's on the inner thigh. Press back with the standing leg. Okay, so this might be plenty. Take your arms up. Have about a block's width between the hands. Okay, if you're feeling fancy, we'll take Oakland Asana. So Oakland Asana, you take the left forearm to the left thigh, bend the right elbow, and take it over the ear. Tuck the tailbone. So you're all twisty and angular, like an oak tree. Good. Hands in prayer again. Take the knee to the heart. Right hand outside of the left knee, or the first two fingers of the right hand to the left big toe. And you can keep your gaze forward or turn your gaze to the left. You can keep your left hand on the hip or reach it back behind you. Okay, so whichever serves you right now. Hands to your heart, knee to the heart. Warrior 3, but keep your hands at the heart. Take the heels straight back. Good, now extend the arms forward. Standing splits, hands to the floor. Left heel to the sky. And then headed towards our twisting monkey. Take the left foot to the back of the mat. Right hand up. Left knee down, point the toes back. Reach towards the back edge of your mat. If it's offered, maybe you grab the back foot. But don't lose that cobra in the upper back. You want to keep the heart open. Good. Both hands surrounding the front foot. Ardha Hanuman. Don't sit back on your heel. Keep the hip above the knee or even in front. Okay, so you can also grab a prop and support your hands on the prop, or maybe take the prop underneath the thigh. If it is underneath the thigh, turn your heart. So speaking of non-attachment, I know for a fact I will never do a full split. Doesn't matter. All I have to do is work towards it. I'm also liberated from the pride of results because it just won't ever happen. So no danger there. Okay, we're gonna meet in down dog. Pull the heel towards you. Step on back. Adho Mukha. 3 big exhales out the mouth. Take an inhale and 2 more, nice and loud on your own. And then you'll take your little baby steps back on up to the top of the mat. Yogi's choice, opposite elbows, big toes, slide the hands palm up underneath the feet or place that block behind the calf. So you're turning in. So when I say the purpose is to turn in, it really is to turn in. When we are doing our yoga and studying whatever scriptures, philosophy you study, the purpose is to study the self, not to study the floor underneath your feet. So pulling yourself in instead of towards the floor is really our goal here. And then roll up, go nice and slow, head up last. Once you're up, again, you can roll the shoulders back and down. Okay, and then we'll take our tree pose on the other side. So you start with spreading the left toes, just dragging them on the floor. Right heel, inner ankle, inner knee, inner thigh. Hands in prayer. Only if the foot's on the inner thigh, you press back with the standing leg. It kind of secures the connection. So it's your practice, whatever you need to do. You want to go to a wall, have your hand on something to balance it, do that. You can fix your gaze on one point in the room. Take your arms up, have about a block's width between the hands. And then Oakland Asana, if you'd like to partake, forearm to thigh, bend the top elbow over the head. So you're nice, twisty and angular, just like an oak tree. If you don't live in Oakland, you're exempt from this pose, okay? All right, and then back to tree pose. Take the knee to the heart, and remember either left hand outside the knee or the first 2 fingers, the left hand to the right big toe. You can keep the gaze forward, you can keep your hand on your hip, you can turn to the right, you can reach the right arm back. Breathe. That's the only part that isn't optional. It's important that you breathe because even though we're not in the same room as a Sangha, we're still holding each other up with our breath. Looking forward, knee to the heart, hands in prayer. Take the heels straight back. Keep your hands at your heart and then reach them forward. Warrior 3. And then standing splits, both hands to the floor. Heading towards easy twist and then twisting monkey, right foot to the back of the mat. Left fingers to the sky. Back knee down, point the toes back. And then reach for the back edge of your mat. Don't lose the cobra in the upper back here. Breathe. Only if you did it on the other side, maybe you want to think about grabbing the back foot. Ardha Hanuman. Take the back hand, bring it forward, pull the hips back. You want the front leg to be straight. You don't want to sit back on the heel. Take it forward. And then you can use a prop underneath the hands, or you could bring a block or a prop underneath the front thigh. Wherever you are, just breathe. Okay, bring that heel towards you. Make your way back to down dog. Optional vinyasa, or just come right down to your child's pose. If you want, in this child's pose, have your knees together so there's a little more rounding in the low back, and you can have your hands forward or back. Okay, roll up. We're going to take a seated hip opener. You might want to sit on the edge of a blanket. You're going to bring your feet in front of you and then lean back a little bit, okay? And then take your left ankle on top of the right knee and just pull the toes back. Maybe you walk the foot, the front foot, a little bit closer to you. Maybe you get a little bit closer to your leg, but don't get closer to the leg if it means you're jamming your shoulders into your ears and straining your wrists. You want it to be like as comfortable as a hip opener can be, okay? Which I know inherently they're not comfortable, but pull the toes back so you're protecting the knee. Find your breath. We're going to come back to that extended inhale and exhale that we did the beginning of class. So inhale 4, exhale 6. Inhale 6, exhale 8. With your eyes closed and your top teeth and bottom teeth not touching. Okay, you're going to stay as you are, or possibly shift that right hand behind you. Inhale the left arm up and take the back of the left arm, maybe above the elbow, to the arch of the foot, and then press the arm and the leg into each other. If that doesn't work for you, don't do it. And then what's happening with your neck? Look over the back shoulder, look over the front shoulder, find neutral, close your eyes, get back to your extended breath. So Craig, if you're twisting, twist the other way. Yeah. So it gets a little more into like the piriformis and the outer hip. But if it doesn't work, don't do it. Okay, we're gonna do 3 big exhales out the mouth here. Take an inhale and 2 more on your own. And then before we do the other side, soles of the feet together in front of you. Use a prop, or you can stack your fists. Place the prop on your feet, whatever kind of prop you can find, and press the space between the eyebrows down into your prop. Top teeth and bottom teeth not touching. Just slow everything down. Good, roll up. Knees together, hands behind you, right ankle on top of the left knee. Pull the toes back. Maybe bring the left foot a little closer, maybe get a little closer to the shin. But remember, it's not important what it looks like, it's what it feels like. So keep pulling the toes back. Soften the effort in your arms. Close your eyes. Extend breath. Slow everything down. Have the intention to even slow your heart rate down. If you did it on the other side, left hand behind you, inhale the right arm up, back of the arm to the arch of the foot, maybe above the elbow if possible. Close your eyes again and get back to your breath. Good, come on out. Another forward fold. You decide either soles of the feet together or a straddle and coming forward, hopefully also forehead to a prop, or if it seems like a reasonable thing to do, feet together, maybe you can take the prop to the balls of the feet, not the heels, the balls of the feet, hold on to the prop and extend from here. And if that doesn't quite work out, you can just keep your legs forward and move the prop to underneath the forehead. So not going past the edge, maybe hovering near it, but don't go past. Just doing the work, not trying to get credit or being attached. We just do the poses because they need to be done. We do the work because it needs to be done. That's it. Okay, rolling up. Come on down to your back. If you have a block, it will go the middle width way between your knees. If you don't, grab either a towel and roll it up, or like a throw pillow and fold it in half. Okay, it's just going to be the middle width way between the knees. And not so much between the thighs, but really like between the kneecaps. Okay, and it's just to keep your knees from flying wide. Bring your feet to the floor. And see, you guys were all scared we were going to do core, huh? We're not. I mean, yes, we are. But dynamic bridge, okay? Think of it more as back bend, okay? So palms on the floor. Make sure you cannot touch your heels with your fingertips, because you really want to start with your ankles underneath your knees. And then when you're ready, squeezing the block or whatever prop you have, inhale, lift the seat, reach the arms overhead, and exhale, come on down. Just keep going with your breath. Inhale, lift, exhale, down. One breath per movement, don't stop. And then we'll start to incorporate Uddiyana Bandha again. So next time you're up, stay up, but take your hands down by your sides and glue your palms to the floor. So the hips are up, the seat's up, palms are glued down. Take an inhale, press all the breath out the mouth. Empty of breath, navel in, stay empty of breath, lower your seat. Start to lift the seat, take an inhale. As soon as you're up, press all the breath out. Empty of breath, draw the navel in, lower the seat. Keep going, setting your own rhythm, and start to stay down a little bit longer each time. One more. Good. All right. Let the belly go, let the air in. We're going to do 3 back bends, okay? They can be restorative back bends. So it could be sacrum on the block, but you're gonna do 3 back bends of any kind under the sun. But what I'd like you to do is offer up the benefits of your back bends, okay? So not for you, just offering it up. Keep your elbows down. If you'd like, I'll talk us through some, okay? So elbows down, fingertips up, like a traditional bridge, but without interlacing the fingers. Lift the heart, lift the seat, press the elbows down, and try and lift your heart a little bit closer towards your chin. Stay here. Good. Lower the seat. You can do that one again, or a supported bridge, or I'm going to make another recommendation. So starting out the same way, pressing the elbows down, lifting the seat up, and then take the heels of your palms underneath the hips or the sacrum. don't turn your head to the side like I keep doing. Okay, now take your left knee to the heart and then point that left foot up towards the sky. Change sides, bring the left foot down, inhale, right knee towards your heart, and then take the foot to the ceiling. Good, foot down. Lower the seat, knees together, heels wide. Any back bend under the sun as your third back bend. If you want to take a wheel, a full wheel, I'd like to suggest a way that is a little bit nicer for the wrist. So instead of just turning your fingers down and slamming your palms down, make like claws with your hands. See, I'll wait for you. And then you're going to put your fingertips on the floor. So the thumbs are down, the fingers are up, and then you press through the heels and place the crown of your head on the floor. Then turn your hands around so the palms are down. It's just less of a stress on the wrist. And then come up into your wheel from there. But right now, any back bend under the sun, just offer up the benefits of your practice. Offer up the benefits of your back bend without being attached. When you're done, come on down, hug your knees. And then for our last pose, I want to give you two choices. So either take your blanket, or if you live in some kind of crazy world where you happen to have 2 blocks, I can show you how to get set up. But rolling up the blanket and tailbone on the blanket. So it's really 3 choices. And just allowing the shoulder blades and the head and the neck, everything to melt off of the blanket. Okay, so a nice chest opener. Variation B, again, if you live in a crazy world where you happen to have 2 blocks at your disposal, you would take the first block on your mat on the medium height and sit in front of it with the soles of your feet together and have about a spread hands distance, including the thumb, between your tailbone and the block. You lay on the block, and then the second block is going to be underneath your head. And if you come into the shape and it feels like your seat is going to lift off of the mat, that means the block, the first block that's underneath your spine, is too close to the low back. You want it to be a little more like between your shoulder blades. Okay, so those are the first two choices I'm offering you. The other choice starts with pigeon, but have a block handy. So if you are taking pigeon on the left side, what's going to happen is with your block nearby, the left foot's in front of you. You take your left elbow down to the floor, bring your hands into prayer, and then you're just going to rest your big heavy brain on the block, turning your heart to the right. That's for pigeon with the left leg in front, hands in prayer, turning to the right. So it is a hip opener, but it's also a twist and an opener for the upper back. And the block under the head is to keep your head at the right height so you can really press the hands into each other and open up the upper back a little bit more. How's your breath? Stay where you are. If you're in the heart opener, stay. If you're in pigeon, you're just gonna change sides, okay? So hands to the floor. You can come through down dog. Take the right knee outside of the right hand. Right elbow comes down, hands in prayer, and you rest your big heavy brain on the block. Turning heart towards thumbs, thumbs towards heart. And Shri, see if you can get your right elbow in line with the foot. Maybe not so much center. You might get more out of it if you take it more. So this would be center. Yeah, and take the elbow a little closer to the foot, okay? Okay, if you're in pigeon, stay a little longer. If you're in the heart opener, roll to one side off of the props. And we're gonna meet on our backs. If you're in pigeon, you'll take a twist in like a minute, okay? Once you're on your back, hold on to your left knee. Send the right leg straight down the mat. Take the left knee across the body to the floor on the right. Reach the left arm back. And then pick your head up and move around. See if you can spread out your upper back on the mat. So if you've been in pigeon, come on down into a twist. Doesn't have to be this twist, any twist. Any twist that's gonna feel good. And then take the knees back to center. Hold on to the right knee, send the left leg down the mat. Take the right knee to the floor. On the left, hold it down. Reach the right arm back and then wiggle around so you can spread out. You wanna try and have both shoulder blades on the floor. Find the right twist for you. And then on your back, soles of the feet together, one hand to your heart, one hand to your navel. 3, falling outside, letting go of anything that is not serving you. Take an inhale and 2 more, nice and loud on your own. And then you'll slide into your most comfortable Shavasana. So bolster underneath the backs of the thighs, hands by your sides, palms facing up. Could windshield wiper your feet a couple of times so that your toes turn out. You can rock your head a little side to side. You can give yourself a hug, spread out your shoulder blades. And then everything drops down into the floor. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, no one to be. Just letting go and dropping down. Call the breath back in. Big breath into the belly. Bring big breath into the heart center. And then stretch your arms overhead and stretch your heels away. Hug your knees. Using your right arm as a pillow, roll to one side. And then bringing your head up last, press yourself up. Make your way to an easy seat. Hands in prayer. Offering up our efforts, offering up our attachment, offering everything up. One Om, deep breath. Om. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.